If you're interested in archery or are new to the sport, there are a few things you should consider before you purchase expensive equipment. While the traditional recurve bow design is often featured in movies and used in many archery training schools, there are many advantages to compound bows as a better alternative for children and adults of any age. Compound bows are smaller, more adjustable, more powerful, more accurate, and easier to become good at in a very short time. After some basic training and setup, within a few hours of practice, you should be able to group your shots at 20 meters, something which would take a lot more practice to achieve with a recurve or longbow. With a compound bow, the cam wheels take away much of the weight in the string when the bow is fully drawn. This makes it much easier for you to take time sighting the target because the weight you have to pull back is much lighter than the traditional bow design. My training is specifically designed for compound bows. Most archery training classes won't teach you on a compound bow. One reason is that every compound bow needs to be set up specifically for the individual. But my training shows you how to set up your bow, sighting it in, correct technique and much more. This knowledge will save you money. There are many brands of compound bows available and every archery store will tell you theirs is the best. You can buy a compound bow with the basic accessories you will need for anything from a few $100s to thousands of dollars. In reality, unless you plan to do competition target shooting or extreme hunting with your compound bow, you can buy a good quality, versatile and accurate bare compound bow for around $500 and you'll be able to use it for target shooting or hunting for a long time. Other features of the bow you must consider before you buy are draw weight. Are you strong enough to pull the string back? Can it adjust? If you can pull the string back at its minimum weight and you can adjust it later for more power, then this will be a suitable bow for you. Compound bows are available with draw weights from 5 pounds for small children up to 90 pounds depending on your strength. Draw length. You must be able to pull the string back to an anchor point on your face or neck, usually below your ear with your bow arm extended. If you're very tall or a small child, you need to check that the draw length can be adjusted to suit your body. Axle length. This is the length between the middle of the cams or the wheels on the ends of the bow. The shorter this distance, the less stable the bow will be, meaning you will need to have more practice and precision to be accurate with the bow. I recommend 32 inches or more for a beginner. Brace height. This is the distance between the arrow rest and the bowstring when the bow is not drawn back. The shorter this distance, the faster the arrows will fly, but the more difficult it will be to be accurate. I recommend a minimum of 7-inch brace height. There are a few must-have upgrades and accessories I recommend for your bare compound bow to ensure you can shoot it accurately and enjoy shooting it. These items are a peep sight. This sits between the bowstring and you look through the hole to your sight. They can be self-aligning with a rubber tube or tied into the string standalone. An adjustable pin sight, ideally with bright fiber optics and 4 or more pins. This must be adjustable up and down and side to side and have individually adjustable pins within the sight. A good arrow rest. I recommend the whisker biscuit type arrow rests, which fully support the arrow and hold it steady. These arrow rests will stop the arrow falling off the rest, are safer and much more convenient than other designs. You do not need to worry about the placement of your arrow vanes or arrow knots with a whisker biscuit. A release aid and D-loop. The D-loop is string tied to the bowstring or a special metal loop which allows you to clip a release aid trigger mechanism to the bowstring while it holds the arrow in place. A release aid will help you draw the bow ready to shoot and will also make your shots more accurate and less painful than using fingers. Some basic tools to help you adjust the bow to your needs. These accessories and upgrades can be added to a bare compound bow and need not cost too much. Some suppliers sell the bows with these accessories in a package deal, but they charge you more to install the accessories. Importantly, you will also need a good quality target. The target should be able to stop any arrow from your bow without the arrow protruding or passing through the target. This will prevent damage to your arrows and to surrounding property. and prevent you from losing and having to replace your arrows, which can be very expensive. And you will need some carbon arrows. These arrows are much stronger and better value than aluminium arrows. You can't use wood or fiberglass arrows with a compound bow because they will bend or break. Carbon arrows come with screw-in inserts so you can replace the arrow tips for target shooting or hunting. Carbon arrows range in price from around $5 to $20 each, but you only need reasonable quality, cheaper arrows for target practice. Your arrows should be cut down from standard length to suit the length of your draw. After you buy your new compound bow, you will need to set up the bow for your unique body, and you will need to sight it in so that you can shoot it accurately at the target. I cover these areas in detail in my training. A good idea to test your new bow and to complete the setup and sighting in is to visit a local archery club with a practice target range. Look around and take advantage of the free information on my website, or try my beginner training courses for compound bows. This information will save you money and time and ensure your new bow isn't left unused in the garage because you don't know what to do with it next. If you have any questions, just respond to any of my articles or feel free to submit any questions. Be safe and enjoy.